Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. Well, today we're going to crack on with our series from PAPERCRAFT Society Box 64, and this is project number 3, and I really should call this the project I nearly gave up on because I had an idea for it, I laid it all out, didn't like it, pulled it apart, tried several ways, didn't like those either. Then when I thought I finally got it right, one of the shapes didn't fit, but this time I think I've got it, so we'll soon find out together as we have a go at PAPERCRAFT Society project number 3. So I'm going to slide the box out of the way for a moment, or to one side I should say, not out of the way. And I'm going to focus, the star of the show is going to be this die. I've wanted to use this die from the minute I did the unboxing because I've never seen a die like this. So you could use this die to create a stencil, which I haven't done for this project, but I might do for another one. So we could stencil through these, we could cut this out, stencil through it to make a background, which as I say, we haven't done that today. But I have used it to make a backing of sorts, and I've used it with my own papers from my own stash so that we can show how with this box set you can still use the dies, or some of the dies anyway, with anything you've got in your stash. So if you've got this die or any other die like it, a stencil type die, you can create this with any die that you've got at home. So I've cut this out twice because I had such horrible luck on the last one. I didn't leave anything to chance. I've made a bit of a start. So I've cut this out twice in yellow and I've backed it on some yellow paper with some tiny little flower patterns just to give it a bit of a pattern. I was going to put some bling in the middle, but then it's not going to fit in with what I've decided to do on top. So I'll show you what I've done. On the back, this is double-sided paper, but I've just put a piece of paper there, or card there, to hold the two bits together. We are making a 6x6 card today, and it'll probably be, in fact it will be, a side folding card, so it'll open that way rather than from top to bottom. It'll open from side to side. And I've used this die, and I've used a bit of the ribbon, but everything else is from my own stash, just to show how beautifully you can use this box, or any box you've got, with what you've already got in your stash. So I'm going to pop the die on top of the box to one side for now. I have already cut a piece that is 6x6. Now this might not be exactly the same size, so what I'm going to do, I've already put some double-sided tape on it, and I'm going to lay that in the left-hand corner, or actually I'm going to just cover this completely. Actually no, before I do that, that was almost today's deliberate mistake, because before I cut it, or before I stick it, I have the other thing I've used from the box, but again you can use anything you've got in your stash. I've used a little bit of the ribbon from the box, but you can use any ribbon you've got. You could cut a piece of paper or coloured paper or card to coordinate with your colour theme, or any ribbon you've got in your stash. So I'm going to just turn this over. First of all, I'm going to run a piece of, I'm going to use my red runner tape, yes it's back, and I'm going to run that down there. It won't need to go all the way down, but that doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do, we're going to, because I want to cover that join, so we're going to cover the join like that, just line it up and just fold it over the back like that, and then do the same. So once you've anchored it, you can bring it down, pull it where you want it, wrap it around and stick it on the back like that, and then you have a lovely piece of ribbon that's where you want it to be. So now I'm going to stick it onto my card. This is just ordinary white card, nothing particularly special. Well, there is nothing special about it at all. And I'm going to just stick that down like that, give it a good press, and I'm going to turn it over, and there is a little bit of overhang, not a lot, but enough that will show. So we're just going to take our scissors, if this should happen, we're going to take our scissors. It might be difficult to do this with a trimmer, but when you do this, if you're cutting along the fold line like I am, make sure you don't cut on the fold line or you'll cut the thing in half, and it won't stay together. And I have done that before, believe me, and I even did it once on video and everybody had a good laugh at me, including me, but that's okay. That's what crafting's all about, making a mess and seeing what you can do with it. So like that. So what's happened there is I cut through the ribbon, So that's not a problem. So I'm going to keep that in. I'm not going to edit it out. What I am going to do, I'm going to run another piece of red runner tape. I'm going to put another strip. And all I'm going to do is run that up there, keep it straight, and press it down. And there you go. Nobody would ever know. So there you go. Now we have our ribbon. Just use your finger to block out any creases or press out any creases. And there we go. So there we have the start of our card, which is now flush all the way around. Brilliant. So there we go. There's one problem solved straight away. So that's that bit. So now we have a beautiful background created with a piece of pattern paper and this, what I'm going to call a stencil die, because that's what you could do with it. And we're going to leave that as our background. I'm not going to do any more to the background, so I don't get a chance to mess it up again. I'm not going to do any more to that background. I'm going to leave it like that. And from my own stash, I've got loads and loads of paper packs, stacks of paper packs that are behind me on my craft station. And one of the cutter parts was actually square, but I've used one of my oval dies. In fact, I used the die, the smallest die from, or the inner die from the set. And I cut this beautiful bird out, whether it's supposed to be a partridge. It could be a partridge. I'm not sure that that's a pear tree particularly, but I think it's supposed to be a partridge. It looks like one. And it looks very watercoloury, and I like the watercolour images. And of course, it's got these little butterflies, which are a part of the theme from this beautiful box. So on the back we've got, or on the other side, we have got a pattern. I could have done it like that. That would look just as beautiful because it's got a little butterfly there, which I've only just noticed. But I think I'm going to stick with my original decision, and I'm going to have that there. Now I have got another piece to put on, so I've got to decide where that's going to go. I think I'm going to put it I don't know whether, no, I think I'm going to put it slightly down, slightly towards the bottom. So I'm going to use my red runner tape for this. I could have used glue, but I didn't get it out. So I'm just going to run some tape on here. And I'm going to put that slightly towards the bottom, about there, like that. And I found a sentiment which again is from my paper pack, and I just cut off. It was rather a large bit, but I didn't want the bit at the top. It was a bit, for me, it was a bit messy. But it says, "Live the dream." Now I'm going to use my runner tape once more. Let me just slide that over so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to run a piece of tape like that. And once that wasn't supposed to happen, but it's all right, it hasn't lifted the paper. Once I've got this on, I'll tell you why I wanted to put that on like that. I wanted that particular sentiment. Yeah, I think that's okay. Live the dream. And I'm going to call that finished. Now, the reason I wanted live the dream is because one of my craft students has completed my course, which is the first course I've ever written, the first full course I've ever written anyway. And she's finished the course, and she's just about to go on to start her own crafting business, and I'm very proud of her. I promise, she's asked me not to give her name, so I won't do that. But I'm very proud of her, so you know who you are. Well done. She's worked terribly hard, and I wanted to give this card from, and she doesn't, I've asked her not to watch this because I told her it was for her. So I hope she's not watching it. So I did email her and say, don't watch this video because I'm making you a card. So if she has, I don't mind. If you are watching, we'll call her Petula, that's not her name. But if you are watching, I don't mind. So there you go, because I might change my mind, I might make another one. So there you go, this is our card for who I'm going to call Petula. And I'm very proud of her, so thank you. So this is my card for today. This is project number 3. When you come back for project number 4, we're not going to be making a card. We will be doing a papercraft project, of course. But I haven't decided yet. We're either going to be making a gift bag or we might make a gift box. I might use the ribbon in a slightly different way and either use it for a handle for a bag or a bow for a box. So come back and see what I get up to next time, because I've got an idea. I think I've got a feeling it's going to be a box, but you never know. So come back next time and I'd like to say it's going to be tomorrow, which as of time of recording it will be Friday, but it might be Saturday. So Friday, let's call it Saturday just to make absolutely sure. So I'm going to give you a project for Saturday to throw you off into the weekend. So there you go, that's our project for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you've got other papers, which I'm sure you have, and you've got something similar to this or this box, have a go, make up your beautiful projects. And I want to welcome we've got a new member of our Crafty Capers with Dawn Facebook group, and she's very welcome, and other group members have welcomed her, which I'm very grateful for. So if you'd like to come and join in the fun, you get news on our group before it comes onto YouTube, so do come over and join us. We have a lot of fun. We encourage each other and give positive comments on each other's work, even mine. So thank you very much for those who have joined, and if you want to come and join and see what we're all about, do come and join our Facebook group. It's great fun, and we have fun crafting together. And I will see you over here on YouTube in my next video, and we will be making probably, well, I'd like to say probably a box, but it's either going to be a gift box or a gift bag. So do come and see how I use some of the papers, some more of the dies, perhaps a couple of the stamps, to make a gifting solution. Let's put it that, shall we? Gifting solution. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Thank you to our subscribers. Lovely to have you on board. If you've enjoyed this video and you're not yet a subscriber, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's totally free. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be wonderful. It helps me, and it helps YouTube it lets YouTube know that you're enjoying our videos, and it gets them out to others as well. So do come along and join the fun in our next video, and I'll see you then. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Take care, everybody. Have fun. And you've guessed it, happy crafting. Bye-bye for now.